Hey everyone, so take a look at this index.html that I have here. Now if you notice, like in addition to loading Angular here, I've also got an ngapp attribute here, which just basically means that this is an Angular app. Whenever I have attributes like this, remember we talked about attributes in the HTML tags, and by default they don't really do anything. But if we add this ngapp or these Angular attributes that start with ng, they kind of superpower our HTML to have Angular abilities. And that's what they're kind of talking about here to AngularJS HTML enhanced by web apps, or super heroic HTML. Some people consider Angular HTML6 because when you add these extra attributes, you get to do more fun things like the data double binding. So let's see how this works. And I'm going to live code here, so you're probably going to see a couple errors, but that's okay. We're going to work through the errors. I think learning how to fix the errors are also just as important as learning how to code, because when you're on your own, you're probably going to have issues that come up, and knowing how to solve the errors is part of programming. So the first thing I want to do is I've got this ngapp here, and then of course I need to give it a name. So because by itself the app won't do anything unless I give it a name, and of course if I'm going to control it, then I need to have a name. So let's go ahead and make a script tag here. And in our script tag, that's where we will go ahead and start controlling something. But we don't have anything to control just yet. So we need elements on our page that we can control. So let's think about this for a second. Remember how we talked about MVC? So what is MVC? It just basically means model, view, and controller. So for our purposes, we're going to think of like HTML tags as basically views. You can take that out. And then models could be inputs, text boxes. They could be like radios, inputs, any kind of data that we can mess with on the HTML page, that we can interact with on the HTML, or it could be JSON data that's coming from a server. So essentially a model is just data. And then controller is just basically the thing that allows us to interact with the text, the model, and the view at the same time. So the controller gives me access to the model and the view, and then I have abilities to be able to change both of them dynamically through the controller. So let's see. Controls. I could say the ability. At the same time.